My name is Natalie Portier and I'm with Appodeal. And today I'm honored to tell you what we've learned about analyzing our last year experience. 166 million users. That's what we had. This presentation will not be based only on that number. Well, this is an old presentation. Oops. Never mind. This presentation shows the exact amount of users right there, but also that means that 31,000 apps, actually more than that, connected all of their users to more than 60 demand partners over one all-inclusive SDK that was fully comprehensive and fully automated. One SDK includes everyone, all of the demand partners that I mentioned. And in this presentation, this report, I will go over 5 geographical regions and analyze 4 most used ad formats. So, besides that, I will give a ranking of all the ad networks that we use. I'm going to give top 5 for each of the for each of the ad format and each of the regions to analyze which one performed better. What I used for the power ranking, not just the eCPM. We feel that eCPM is not really accurate format or not really accurate, what am I looking for? Thing that you're going to base your rating on. So we use the revenue, which is consists the eCPM and the count of impressions, so the fill rate. And that what combining makes the power ranking. If you want to learn more why it's very important, then you go to bit.ly link provided below. One is in English, one is in Russian. It's bit.ly Appodeal metrics EN or Appodeal metrics RU. Okay, so let's begin. As promised, I will go over 4 formats, and here of the average eCPMs of all of the geographical regions that you see over there. Don't worry about taking pictures or writing everything down right now. I'm going to provide a link at the end where you're going to see the detailed report that's going to give way more information than this. All of this information is going to be included, plus more. All the link will be provided at the end. So, it's not a surprise that rewarded video, of course, pays the most money. But when we dig deeper, you're going to actually see that sometimes may not even be the best format to use in your apps. Also, again, these are eCPMs, not the most accurate factor to use when analyzing performance of your ad monetization. Without fill rate, without anything else, you can't really tell what's going to pay more. Anyhow. On this screen, you see the performance of rewarded videos in all of the regions. United States, of course, performs the best. It's always the best performing region. But what's surprising is that Western and Eastern Europe actually share pretty much second place, and everything else goes to Latin America and Eastern Europe. Rewarded videos, interstitial, and video ads steadily climbing up by the end of the year. We only used January through November of 2017, so the high peak at the end, this is not December, which is the natural peak of the market. This is November. Why that happened, as we think, is because Facebook and AdMob released rewarded videos and video ads in the middle of the year, middle of 2017, and eCPMs naturally started picking up. This is the banner ads, and in all regions, you see that East Asia actually goes hand to hand with Western Europe, just slightly overlapping it, but Latin America goes, I think, 2 cents over Eastern Europe in the high eCPMs. We still see the same steady growth of banners, and sometimes it just keeps the same. In the interstitials, monthly average eCPM for interstitials are pretty close, keep close to the one beforehand throughout the year. So no dramatic drops or growth was detected here. But East Asia is actually far ahead from Western Europe, which is quite interesting. And the next format, which is a video ad, actually shows that East Asia performs twice better than Western Europe, which is surprising. And again, Eastern Europe and Latin America share the last place. Now, to dig deeper into the regions, I'm going to start with United States of America. And it's the highest and best performing region here. Rewarded video, it's no surprise that actually performs the best, again, for the reasons that I said. But interstitials and video ads actually go hand in hand, which is surprising because normally video should pay more. This is a good metric to take into account when you're thinking about the ad monetization strategy. Sometimes it's not the best to use video ad. Sometimes it's better to use interstitials. You have a potential to show more of them, and the retention drop from using the interstitial ads is going to be a lot lower than the retention drop from using video ads. So take that into consideration as well. And here the promised ranking of the ad networks. Ad networks for all of the video ads, including rewarded and regular video ads, the best performing networks for these for these formats are AppLovin, Unity Ads, and AdColony, Vungle, and TopJoy. They do compete with each other on all of the video ads within all the different regions, as you will see in the future slides. In banner ads, the most fill rate providing AdMob, and the next marketplace that chose not to reveal the identity. Same thing with the interstitials. So because they provide, these two networks provide more fill rate, they take on most of the impressions, and that is why they ranked the highest. Funny enough, the Amazon ads here is on the third place. And here they are overlapped by Startup in the rich interstitials. The video ads. As I mentioned, the video ads are always pretty much same networks competing for video ads, video ads impressions. But TopJoy actually is overlapped by the marketplace that is anonymized. So TopJoy is no longer in the top 5 for video ads here. Moving on to Western Europe. Western Europe is actually showing a really good results, but they are twice as lower on rewarded videos. They're twice lower than in the United States. So United States eCPM, the highest CPM for rewarded videos was $13, and eCPM for rewarded video in Western Europe is only $7, as you can see. What is interesting also, that I did not show in the slides, is the discrepancy between the iOS and Android ICPMs. So for rewarded videos and interstitials, the increase of eCPMs and of the revenue that users get from iOS apps is actually 70% more than from Android apps. And eCPMs from video advertisements is twice as high on iOS apps than Android apps. Again, rewarded video ranking of the ad networks is not much different from the USA ranking. It's still the same networks, and the next slides will show this pretty close ranking to the previous slides. The Amazon ads actually is overlapped by interactive marketplace here and no longer even presented in the rich interstitial though. The video ads, as I mentioned, are competed again by the same ad networks, but it's no longer the case in Eastern Europe. Eastern Europe has a large players that have the most demand, that hold the most demand for Eastern European markets. So Eastern Europe eCPMs are not really impressive if you compare it to United States or Western Europe. So if you can see the rewarded video, for example, the most profitable, the most performing format of advertisement in Eastern Europe is twice less than in Wait, no, actually, it's 3 times less, I believe. Yes, 3 times less than in Western Europe, and it's about 6.5 times less than in United States, which is quite impressive. The good news is that Eastern Europe has a lot of people in it, so it's still worth to invest in this market and retaining and growing the user base here. As promised, the new players comes in for the Eastern Europe ranking system. So in the 5th place, you can see the My Target, which is the ad network for Mail.Ru. The rest of the players maintain their positions, but in banner ads, the positions have been given up. The 2nd and 3rd place have been given up to My Target and Yandex, which are both large Russian ad networks. Interstitials have similar situation. The My Target and Yandex actually maintain second and 3rd place, and they are led by AdMob. Video ads, not much difference from everything else. Here, Tapjoy does not perform really very well on video ads in Eastern Europe, so it's been led by anonymous marketplace instead. And in East Asia region actually is showing really great results. It looks like East Asia really loves ads. It's showing a really high eCPM for rewarded videos, but if you look at the interstitials and video ads, the eCPMs are a lot higher than in Western Europe to compare to a second competitor of the same region. So Western Europe and East Asia normally go hand to hand, but if you take a closer look, East Asia actually trends are a lot higher than Western Europe. And this goes throughout a year, and that looks like it will continue growing. The ranking of the ad networks is close to other regions of East Asia. AdMob and the other ad network that I can't tell you the name of are still the 1st and 2nd place, and the top 3 is closed by Interactive Marketplace. Rich interstitials are close to Western Europe as well, but the Facebook actually goes to the 3rd place instead of holding the position of the 5th place of the Western Europe. Again, video ads pretty much have the same trends as the other regions, and Tapjoy again does not perform the best in video ads in East Asia either. Latin America. Latin America has a very interesting trends. So in video ads, actually, sometimes video ads in Latin America perform better than rewarded video ads, which is quite interesting. If you can see the spikes in October, or I believe that's September actually, the spike, the highest video eCPM was a lot higher, well, not a lot, but 3 cents higher than the high eCPM of rewarded videos. This never happened before. I actually myself didn't see it before happen. Very interesting. The interstitials seem to be dropping at the end, but it's actually quite picking up in the beginning of the year. So the trend will go on in the next year. And the banner ad in Latin America actually is not dropping at all, like in other regions. It doesn't even stay still. It's actually climbing up. It has a quite impressive growth. Appodeal, it is taking the lead, and sorry about the AdMob sign there on the last one. Not sure what happened there. Appodeal is taking the lead with the rewarded videos in Latin America as well, and led with our traditional Ad Colony and Tapjoy on the 2nd and 3rd place. But the 4th and 5th place is no longer taken by Ad Colony. By Vangel and Unity Ads. It's taken actually by the marketplace that I can't tell you the name of, and AdMob, which is quite surprising. Banner ads, not much different from other regions. So again, led by AdMob and the major marketplace, and it's closed by Facebook, just like in, I believe, Western Europe. Same with interstitials. Interstitials have the same tendency, and because AdMob and the other marketplace deliver really good fill rate, they actually hold the top positions. The video ads. Well, video ads, the AppLovin gave up. AppLovin gave up their first place to the marketplace and moved to the second place. AdColony and Unity Ads and Bungle are still maintaining the positions, but Tapjoy again is no longer in video interstitials. In video ads in Latin America. And that was it. And this is the link to the full report. It has a lot more information. It has information that breaks down all of this report and index performance by region again and by ad format. But plus, it also provides the iOS and Android breakdown, again per region and ad format. So if you have any questions, then please ask me. And if not.